And I'll give this away. She said our names immediately. It was like, oh my God, Brandon, Jake, finally! We were floored. A moment that I will sort of replay in my head for a while.
She knows how to break the ice.
She broke the ice so
She's a pro
well.
at it.
Yeah,
she's a pro at it.
I'm trying to win a third one. I'm doing anything I possibly can. I'll run through a wall.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm in shock.
New Orleans, Louisiana, baby.
This is so cool.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh.
Travis Kelce is spilling the tea on Taylor Swift's $7 million lawsuit over alleged copyright infringement. And trust us, the drama's far from over. He's offering his take on how the legal battle's affecting his life and their relationship, and it's just as captivating as you'd expect. Plus, get an exclusive peek into the unfiltered reactions from his podcast producers, Brandon Mortars and Jake Chatsky, after meeting Taylor for the first time. Let's just say they were absolutely starstruck when Taylor surprised them with a personal greeting at the AFC Championship game on January 26th. But here's the real shocker. Not only did Taylor show up to cheer on Travis, but she also revealed she's a huge fan of the New Heights podcast. Imagine the moment when the producers were blown away as Taylor greeted them by name. Clearly, she's keeping tabs on everything. The excitement doesn't stop there. Insiders are dropping hints about big plans for the couple, including a possible $3 million suite at the Super Bowl. Oh, and did we mention a Florida artist is taking legal action against Taylor? Buckle up. Things are about to get even juicier.
We were in the suites. I will say this, Jake and I had no idea how to introduce ourselves, like we forgot how to be people.
Jake and Brandon admitted that they were completely starstruck and had no idea how to introduce themselves. But Taylor instantly broke the ice by addressing them by name, leaving them giddy with anticipation. Can you imagine?
And I'll give this away. She said our names immediately. It was like, oh my God, Brandon, Jake, finally! We were floored.
Wipe my nose a little bit before, I had some bats in the cave.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I looked you dead in the eyes and I was like, you gotta clean up the face, brother. A moment that I will sort of replay in my head for a while.
She knows how to break the ice.
She broke the ice so
She's a pro
well.
at it.
Yeah,
she's a pro at it.
Taylor Swift is once again stealing the spotlight, this time with her effortless charm and an encounter that had everyone swooning. When she swooped in to break the ice with Travis Kelce's podcast team at the AFC Championship game, it was nothing short of magic. Taylor, ever the queen of cool, joked about the middle school dance energy she felt from the duo, and it was classic Taylor humor. But what really made the moment unforgettable was the way she complimented the New Heights podcast. Turns out, Taylor is a huge fan and listens every week. Can you even imagine? Travis couldn't help but bask in the praise, his ego soaring after receiving such glowing compliments from the pop sensation. Honestly, who could blame him? When Taylor Swift tells you you're doing something right, you don't just brush it off. You savor that validation like it's a gold medal. And for Travis, it was like winning the Super Bowl of compliments. It was one of those moments where you can't help but picture the scene. Travis still on a high from his team's victory, soaking up Taylor's praise, while the podcast producers, Brandon and Jake, try to keep it cool, but deep down, they're living the dream. The true magic came when Taylor, clearly a pro at making people feel special, greeted Brandon and Jake by name. Yep, she already knew who they were. Talk about a VIP moment. Imagine meeting one of the world's biggest stars, and she's already familiar with you. No awkward pauses, just instant connection. As if that wasn't enough, Taylor stuck around to chat with the team, offering compliments about the podcast, which had everyone on cloud nine. And here's where things really got interesting. Taylor's affection for the podcast isn't just a one-off compliment. She's a regular listener. While Travis is out there leading the Chiefs, Taylor's been tuning in to hear all about his life, his thoughts, and his banter every week. How's that for relationship goals? Taylor Swift, the pop queen of our generation, casually complimenting a podcast? It's next level cute. The dynamic between Taylor and Travis, who's now basically floating on air after receiving creative feedback from the star herself. It's straight out of a rom-com. Brandon even joked that after receiving a compliment from Taylor, he might never look at his band's performance reviews the same way again. Can you blame him? After all, receiving praise from someone who could sell out stadiums with a snap of her fingers is not your average feedback. It was a moment that will likely live on in podcast history, and it only adds to the charm of this already iconic couple. Fans have been melting over the relationship, and it's easy to see why. It's not just about touchdown dances and stadium moments. Taylor is all in, even when the cameras aren't rolling. She's tuning in to Travis's podcast every week, supporting him in ways that go beyond the spotlight. For the podcast team, getting the seal of approval from one of the biggest names in entertainment is a dream come true. And let's be honest, with moments like these, it's clear Taylor and Travis are creating a love story that's anything but ordinary.
Yeah, but we had a long conversation with her, but she was very complimentary of the show. So I will say that I was very appreciative of it, and I did want to make sure everybody, Jake and I are very lucky that we get to kind of, again, I'm going to be a complete narcissist from here on out, and I'm sorry to everybody who's around.
God damn it, Taylor!
Yeah.
Amid all the excitement, Taylor Swift wasn't just cheering from the sidelines. She was right there on the field, beaming at Travis after the Chiefs clinched their thrilling victory over the Bills. Talk about a power couple who shines both on and off the field. This sweet victory moment was pure magic, and honestly, it's impossible to look away. During a mic'd-up moment after the heart-pounding AFC Championship win, Taylor gave the world another peek into her relationship with Travis. As the confetti rained down at Arrowhead Stadium, Taylor rushed onto the field to meet her man. But this time, things were different. Gone were the days of sneaking through chaotic crowds in Baltimore. This was her moment, front and center, with fans roaring all around her. And we got to hear every second of it, thanks to NFL Films. Taylor, still in complete disbelief, couldn't hold back her excitement as she gushed to Travis. "Oh my God, this is so insane. Look at this. This is not a real-life situation." You could hear the awe in her voice as she tried to process the magnitude of the moment. Sure, Taylor's no stranger to the spotlight, but witnessing her live out a real-life fairy tale with Travis, that's a whole new level of magic.
Oh my God, you kept me so calm the last couple of weeks. When I did not.
Travis, the always sensible and modest sportsman, replied in jest, "It wasn't like this in Baltimore last year," alluding to the somewhat tumultuous celebration from the previous season when their romance had barely started.
We're trying to win a third one. I'm throwing anything I possibly can. I'll run through a wall.
Oh, it's awesome. This is really happy. I'm in shock.
New Orleans, Louisiana, baby.
This is so cool.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh.
However, Taylor responded, "This is so crazy," still taking everything in. Football fans immediately took to social media to call this one of the most authentic and real exchanges we've seen from Taylor Swift in the public eye. One fan even tweeted, "Taylor Swift having her own fairy tale moment at the Chiefs AFC Championship is everything football princess art complete. I can't believe this is actually happening. Her raw, unfiltered emotion is what fans can't get enough of. And the way she reacts in this moment feels so authentic that we're witnessing the purest form of joy."
How do you tell you this is a challenge? It's the first thing. You excited? Congratulations. Thank you very much. We can come right to him. I know about it.
Super Bowl indulgence, it's difficult to top the VIP treatment they received last year. But don't be shocked if Taylor's A-list friends like Ice Spice and Blake Lively return for more touchdowns and glitz this time around. Travis's report states that Representative L is spending an astounding $3 million on a lavish suite for the big game. Still, there's more to come while everyone's eyes are on the Super Bowl. After finishing her Eras tour, Taylor has been focusing on a seaside property in Rhode Island, investing millions of dollars in an opulent bedroom renovation. She is also creating waves with her real estate decisions. The latest gossip has Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce eyeing properties together in Kansas City. Could this be the future home for Taylor and Travis? Fans are already buzzing about the possibility of an engagement announcement soon because honestly, after this whirlwind romance, what else could possibly come next? Beyond the luxury suites and real estate investments, their chemistry is undeniable. From the moment Travis threw a friendship bracelet to Taylor during her Eras tour, it's been nothing short of a love story that has the world hooked. Taylor's frequent appearances at Chiefs games, especially during the AFC Championship, have only made it clearer how invested she is in Travis and his success. Her emotional post-game reaction has given us all those fairy tale vibes we can't get enough of. But it's not all smooth sailing for Taylor right now. The drama surrounding her success isn't slowing down one bit. Just as her global Eras tour wrapped up in December 2023, another bombshell dropped. Kimberly Morasco, a Florida artist, has taken legal action against Taylor, claiming that several of Taylor's hit songs and music videos, spanning albums like Lover, Folklore, Midnights, and The Tortured Poets Department, were inspired by Morasco's own work. Specifically, Morasco accuses Taylor of drawing from her poems Fallen from Grace and dealing with chronic illness, vestibular neuritis, without credit or permission. The lawsuit, which was filed in April 2024, initially demanded only $100 in damages. But by October, the stakes had risen dramatically, with Morasco seeking a staggering $7 million, accusing Taylor and her production company of copyright infringement. According to Morasco, Taylor's creative team borrowed heavily from her art, sparking a legal battle that's been full of twists and turns. Just when things seemed to escalate further, a key development unfolded. Judge Eileen Cannon, appointed by Donald Trump, temporarily dropped Taylor from the case after Morasco missed the deadline to serve her legal papers. Swift's legal team quickly filed a motion to dismiss the case, arguing that many of Morasco's claims were time-barred, meaning they couldn't be legally pursued because too much time had passed. Despite this setback, Morasco isn't backing down. She plans to appeal and is determined to fight for her work, making it clear that she won't let her creative rights be overlooked, no matter how famous Taylor is. This lawsuit has sparked a wider conversation about the protections afforded to lesser-known artists in the music industry, shining a light on how their creative works can sometimes be overlooked. While fans are still buzzing about Taylor's love life and the Super Bowl appearances with Travis, this courtroom drama is adding a whole new layer to her already complicated public image. And that's a wrap on this video, folks. See you next time for more updates.